Well, let me tell you something, brother. Why the hell are you booing me, but you're not booing The Undertaker, man? You're not booing Ric Flair, man. You're not booing Triple H, man. Hmm. You're not booing the WWE in general for putting Donald Trump in the Hall of Fame, brother. Hmm. Okay. I realized with the Hogan video, I had one up. Nobody really seen it. Anyway, and my teacher told me I got a C minus. And I was like, "Dad, how I get a C minus?" Because there was certain things I was missing. I didn't put two and two together on a lot of levels. And people are asking, why are Jigger to get booed? Didn't he have this man on his podcast? Well, as far as that goes, that's a simple trait of picking and choosing. Picking and choosing and what you done for me lately. That's what it is. And what Hogan done for us lately, by the way, Hulk Hogan and Terry Bollea are two different people. They're both con artists and two-faced and politicians, but they're two different people, okay? Hulk Hogan can't separate the two. So Hulk Hogan goes on a Trump rally, and he was getting prepared to fight Ultimate Warrior. He's cutting the WWE promo for the WWE title, the WWF promo for the WWF title against Ultimate Warrior. He's ripping off his shirt. He's about to drop a leg drop on a presidential election. He can't seem to understand that you are choosing a side. That, okay, you're telling people to vote for this person or do not vote for this person, right? He don't understand that laws can change and everything's going to change whoever wins this election. So he couldn't separate the two. Because to Hogan, this is all the work. But Undertaker, some people like Elijah. Let me chime in on Elijah Burke and Mark Henry, by the way. But Undertaker, why he didn't get booed, I would say, in my analysis, because what I said earlier, is picking and choosing. And Undertaker had him on his podcast. I don't know how much more of an endorsement that can be, but he had him on his podcast. And not many people even seen it. What is 700K, maybe 800K? I don't think it's a million or 2 million, 3 million views. It's the president, by the way, that was running for election. Former president, but now he's the president. So it was picking and choosing. That's all. And Undertaker let him speak his piece and all that other good shit. Undertaker was still the Undertaker, an American badass Undertaker, but it wasn't Undertaker being forefront and center, still putting himself over somehow, like Hogan. But I'm not giving these excuses. These are just prime examples of picking and choosing. The reason why I mentioned Ric Flair, now Ric Flair didn't show up, but if Ric Flair would have showed up, I don't think he would have got booed. It would have been woo, 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 nonstop, woo, woo. And really, it just goes back to what you've done for me lately, not your entirety, not what you've done your entire career, not all the allegations and all the bullshit you've done. See, Ric Flair called Teddy Long a Igga. It's an N in front of that. He called him an Igga. That's what Teddy Long said. But when Ric Flair showed up even to AEW, it was woo, 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 woo. Ric Flair has been proven to has had predatorial allegations on him with the plane ride from hell. I know y'all remember that. And Tommy Dreamer lost his job at TNA at the time, but now he's back at TNA. But he lost his job trying to defend him. You had people online talking about, hey, the girl he was talking about was a thief. Like, that changes anything. So, okay, where was the backlash for Rob Van Dam for the people that loved Ric Flair so much? Where was the backlash for Rob Van Dam when he said he clearly seen Ric Flair doing this stuff? I'm just saying. That's just another example of picking and choosing. So, it's funny how you try to ridicule the actual victim of that case. There's all, for what we know, it might be all alleged, but Rob Van Dam said he was a witness. So, I don't know. But you ridiculed the victim. She was a thief. But Ric Flair is a saint. Even though, in the same plane ride, They all vouched that Ric Flair used to do a rib, aka a joke, and he would walk around as Ric Flair robe, asshole naked. In Tommy Dreamer's words, he was spinning around like a helicopter, and other things Tommy Dreamer said I'm not going to say, which was just very pause worthy. Like, Dreamer, really? He must have been dreaming about that. But yeah, the same plane ride, he was walking around asshole naked, but we're not supposed to believe he was doing that to a flight attendant. High and drunk out of his mind, like everybody was at that time. Okay, but that's the results of picking and choosing. Triple H, brother. Triple H, you're gonna people have, the Triple H nose lickers are gonna defend. Oh, he was just being a heel. You know, I don't think Triple H is a racist. He has a black trainer. So did Slave Masters. So your point is, yeah, your point is, Slave Masters had trainers as well. Did you know Slave Masters were fat, lazy bastards that wanted everyone else to do everything for them? But back to reality. Oh, he didn't mean that to Booker T. You nappy heads and you suckers. What wrestling did is found an art form to disguise how they genuinely feel. Now back to the Hawkster brother, and back to Mark Henry and Elijah Burke chiming in on this. That's why I said I had to redo this video. I did more homework, and I think I might get A's this time. Who knows? But Elijah Burke, years ago, he was in TNA, and I do remember this. He was in TNA, what, 2010, 11? I think he was feuding with AJ. WWE didn't use him. Elijah Burke wasn't like a game changer or the savior of grace or anything. He wasn't like something, if you blinked, you missed something. Elijah Burke was decent at best. So he did nothing special. So in TNA, he said, I think years ago, he was like, I forgive Hogan and all this other shit, what was going on. He had an apology. This is after Terry Bollea got caught, not Hulk Hogan. See, by the way, on that videotape when he was fucking his homie's wife, that was Terry Bollea, not Hogan. I'm going to get on that in a minute with Mark Henry. But Elijah Burke, he said, I forgive him for that, blah, blah, blah. But then this happens, and he obviously erased the post that he don't forgive him. And, he said this, that, and the third, this, and that, and the third. Which is just like, okay, I don't know why anybody thought if you're caught on tape, and okay, he got booed not too long ago, Raw, but why do you think if the real character, the real person got caught on tape, you think that was like on accident? I mean, no, actually that was an accident. So you think that was on purpose? You think he was, oh, hey, let me record myself fucking my homie's wife and talking about how I feel about my daughter getting smutted out by black guys? You think that person is going to have a change of heart of things. But that was Elijah Burke. He said what he said. It is what it is. Now let's go on Mark Henry. Now Mark Henry, I have to be honest, he sounds extremely incompetent on this level. Mark Henry says, oh, I tried to give him an opportunity to change things and do things differently. He didn't want to. He said, we could have went to black colleges and explained what you did. Now let's think about this. Didn't I tell you Terry Bollea got caught, not Hulk Hogan? Hulk Hogan did not get caught on that tape. Terry Bollea did. It's a big difference. You got to see what Terry Bollea actually thinks. Hulk Hogan is the character, the mask. He's the con man that sells himself, right? Drink your water and milk and eat your vitamins, that guy. And then he became Hollywood. Screw everybody, screw your vitamins. All character. Terry Bollea got caught. That's why he sued the people that caught him, which he was rightfully so to sue them, because regardless if he's a racist piece of shit or not, that's his business. It shouldn't be nobody else's. But why the fuck would I want to go to colleges and explain me fucking my homie's wife, explain that I don't like the fact my daughter is getting smutted out by another ethnicity? And he said if I was going to choose, why they couldn't just be a rich guy, athlete or something. But it's what Jay-Z said. Rich wigger, house wigger, poor wigger, still wigger. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying not to say that word so much. So Jay-Z was right on that. It doesn't matter to these people. You still a wigger to them. So Mark Henry couldn't put two and two together and think, okay, you're still a wigger to him too, Mark Henry. So you think he's going to go to wigger colleges and explain himself? This is called embarrassment. So you think he want to relive that embarrassment? Just think about that. It's all right, Mark Henry. You get caught fucking your homie's wife and saying a bunch of racial slurs about Asian people or something. You want to relive that? So you're going to go to Asian colleges and all this other shit. We're going to go to China. We're going to go to Japan. We're going to explain all that. We're going to have an interpreter explain all the goofy shit I did when I was caught on camera. An embarrassing moment. Basically, what Terry Bollea, a.k.a. Hulk Hogan, that was basically the equivalent of world dumbest criminals. These world's dumbest criminals don't want to get caught. So you think they want to relive that? So, it's really what you've done for me lately, to sum it up. WWE has been racist forever, you know. And you can always have people try to defend certain things. Oh, Roddy Piper was doing blackface. Oh, he was a heel. Greg Hammer Valentine, I say this bitch ass dude name, talking down on Junkyard Dog and all his other racist promos. Oh, he was a heel. You know, we pick and choose who's who. And Hogan, not only he stuck in enemy territory, so that's really bad on Hogan's management, that nobody told this fucking idiot, hey, you know this is a Kamala Harris state. WWE, on top of that, right? But with Hogan, as far as Hogan goes, this is why I said he can't separate the two. He thought, oh, if I come out there as Hulk Hogan, brother, nobody would notice. I was Hulk Hogan on stage at a Trump rally, brother. I'm Hulk Hogan. I'm not Terry Bollea. He don't know the difference. It's still a work to him, right? That's why I said that. But the WWE didn't tell this guy or didn't put two and two together like, wait a minute. I don't know if this is a good idea. Maybe you could show up another place, another time. I don't know about bringing you to Kamala Harris state and yet millions of people seeing you on stage. And even on that stage, you still said some little racist remarks because, he said, it's the beer drink. It's the beer, brother. It's not me. So remember, he can't tell the difference, but Terry Bollea was coming out on that stage when he was still saying little racial things about Kamala Harris. What he say? I don't know if she's Indian or he said something like that, right? Something just stupid, right? That was Terry Bollea coming out, but he had to hurry up and disguise it as Hawkster, brother. Real American beer, by the way. You gonna go get one? Hell no. Give me a broken skull. What is this guy? Stone Cold? He think he's Stone Cold or something? Fuck out of here. Anyway, that just shows you, at the end of this, regardless of what you think of Hogan, Hogan is still in the Mount Rushmore, objectively, no matter what you think. Mark Henry said, top 10. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about top 10? He's in Mount Rushmore objectively, whether you like it or not. But it's about a situation where people are picking and choosing. Undertaker should have got booed because what more endorsement was that to bring him on your podcast? What more of endorsement than that is that, honestly? But no, it's picking and choosing. If Ric Flair would have showed up, it would have been woo, 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 woo. We gonna hit with the woo. That's all it would have been. Picking and choosing. See, people hated Hogan for a long time, I'll be honest with you. I never liked Hulk Hogan. Way before the racial shit and all that, I never liked Hogan. I never liked Hogan because his moves sucked. A leg drop, I just couldn't get jiggy with that. I just couldn't get jiggy with it. But at that time, it made sense. He hit you with a big boot, so you're kind of unconscious, then he hit you with a leg drop. I get it. But it's a stupid move. People's Elbow, dumb move, but at least the People's Elbow had all types of theatrics to it. So at least it looked better. But anyway, to sum this all up, people are picking and choosing. Nobody was booing Hogan years ago. when he did, when the racial allegations was fresh. Nobody was booing him then. But as far as LA that night, Netflix, it was a simple situation. He was in wrong territory and nobody seemed to read the room. So that's the fault of Hogan's management and that's the fault of the WWE. But other than that, anything else to add on to the Hogan situation, I may not got all the answers, may not know it all. If it's more shit, I guess I might do a part 2. Maybe not, but that's my assumption. That's my summary on the Hawkster, brother. Hawkster still rules, regardless whether we like it or not. As far as all the racial shit, I forgive him. It's no big deal. It's no big deal, brother. That don't mean I like Hogan. I never will like Hogan. But I forgive him. It's not a big deal. You know, I can care less. It doesn't affect me in any form of light. But I just find it funny that so many people is just picking and choosing instead of just like, okay, what about the entirety of what they've been doing? And I heard that the WWE was Republicans as well. So, who knows? Like I told you, we all pick and choose. We like our favorites. We got our people we don't like. Bang, bang. But anyway, like, share, subscribe, dislike, pat yourself on the back real quick. All right. Hope you guys have a great day, a great night, depending on where you're at in the world. Enjoy yourself. All of the good shit. We out.